Hey y'all, I'm Heather and welcome to my channel, The Debt Free Quilter. I'm back. My minions are out of school for the summer, so recording will be taking place in the evenings when I'm not exhausted. Like tonight, weirdly enough. So, time for new projects. Yay! Finally, new projects. There are a couple. One you will probably see some tidbits of while I am working through this other pattern that I'm going to show you this evening. That will be drop diamonds, the last pattern that Donna Jordan did on her channel. Um, she will be greatly missed, and I think it's an honor to get this pattern out there and do this. This will be gifts for my nieces on the other side of the world, along with a couple other things that I will send down to them. Okay, anyway, let's move right along, all right? Shall I show you what block we'll be building? Now, this is just a mock-up block, just a bonus block, just to make sure that everything's going to be copacetic. And yes, it is intentionally made to look like a flower. So, what we are going to be working with is building this out first and then dealing with the rest. But we'll start with half square triangles and marking, and we'll go ahead and mark the 1.5 inch squares that I'll be using to create this unit. These will be a 3-inch square of background fabric and a 3-inch square of colored fabric, of which I have many. So, time to get marking. Ready, set, go. As I'm sure everyone is aware, marking can be a tedious bit in this process, and I personally prefer to draw 2 lines as opposed to 1 because I couldn't sew a straight line to save my life. So there we are, and I sped this up so y'all wouldn't have to sit through very much of this. Another fun thing to note, you can make an alternate block of this without the stem and just do more petals, and that is completely fine too. You just need a few more 1.5 inch squares. The 1.5 inch squares are being used as flip corners and not as half square triangles, so that was why we will only be drawing 1 line on them. Yay, half square triangles. If you're not like me and can get away with 1 line or no line, make sure you sew 2 lines on your squares. That way you get 2 half square triangles from 2 squares of fabric. Now you can kind of see me grabbing from one stack over there. I was kind of bored one day and just paired everything up and kept it in my stacks of 4 for each color. There will be 4 petals and 4 units. So it just made it easier and faster. One side done, on to the next. Ah, I told you there would be some drop diamonds in this video and in future videos. So here's just a little bit of work on that. And do remember, Drop Diamonds is a paid pattern at Jordan Fabrics. I will put a link to that in the description box. If you feel like it, go pick up that pattern. It's a good way to support the Jordans. And another bit of Drop Diamonds, a little bit of tricky piecing. Be very careful with it and make sure you follow the pattern directions very closely. Now I have trimmed and pressed according to the pattern directions, and I'm now attaching the other side. And here we are again with our half square triangles, picking up where we left off. Time to cut and trim. Remember to keep these in sets of 4 so all your colors stay together. Now I like to trim before I press, and I learned this trick from Eric over at Treasure Heart Creations a while back. I really think I'm finally starting to master this technique, and I'm glad that I choose to use it. Much, much easier for me. Okay, and now as I sit here amongst all my hundreds and hundreds and 4.7 million, it feels like. Pressed and trimmed half square triangles. I am ready to move on to the creation and assembling of this unit right here. So we will have 4 of these per block. And that is what I will be working on assembling in our next video. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll catch you in the next one.